and they lead the league in three-point shooting. They used that shot to defeat Indiana earlier at State College. Indiana also likes the three-point shot, but the key to victory for the Hoosiers could be their ability to drive to the hoop. Penn State, Indiana next. We are live from Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana, as the first place Penn State Nittany Lions take on the Indiana Hoosiers. Penn State 9-2 on top of the league. Indiana tied for third at 7-4. Hello, everybody. John Laskowski and Ted Kitchell with you. For Indiana to win this ball game, Brian Evans real key. He had a bad game against Iowa on Sunday.
I think Brian Evans and Neil Reed always a key. They've got to come out. They've got to hit their first couple shots, get Indiana on the right track.
Time now for the Cocoline fueling factors.
First, let's look for Indiana. If they're going to be successful, they've got to drive the basketball. That means make Penn State play defense. If you get in a shooting contest against Penn State, you're going to have a problem. Second, rebounding. Against Iowa on Sunday, Indiana gets out-rebounded 49-33. There's some big Penn State guys. Indiana's got to get a body on them and get the board.
Cocoline's quality fuels have additives that prevent fuel line freeze-ups and make your car start quickly. Cocoline, where over 57 years of family pride makes a difference. Now for a look at Penn State, here's Bill Zephyr and Bruce Parkhill.
Hi, thank you very much, guys. And, well, when these two teams met in January, it was Penn State's torrid second-half shooting from three-point range that really did them in. And a familiar theme should resurface tonight, Bruce, being try to smother Penn State's three-point shooters.
That's right, Bill. The last two opponents Penn State has faced have done a great job of pushing their defense out to take away the three-point opportunities. Therefore, Matt Gaudio becomes a bigger factor in Penn State's offensive look.
Matt Gaudio, the Big Ten Player of the Week, and he has had some tremendous performances. Here you can see the numbers that got him the honor of Big Ten Player of the Week. And finally, Bruce, Penn State is in the midst of a week here that could really foretell the future. Now, Big Ten basketball coming up. Should be a good one. Penn State and Indiana. We'll have the starting lineups for you right after this.
Tonight's Indiana basketball game is brought to you by Finish Line. For the latest in athletic shoes and clothing, head for the Finish Line.
Dear Midas customers, now save 25% on brake shoes or pads, guaranteed for as long as you own your car. And we'll fix the brakes on most cars the same day you call. That's the Midas way, the way it should be.
And talk about the way it should be. Right now, Midas will give you 25% off brake shoes or pads. And with your 25% off, you'll also get a free oil change, a free lube, and a free filter. But you better hurry. This offer ends soon.
4 of the greatest Phillies of all time have been immortalized in the Baseball Hall of Fame. In honor of this achievement, Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt have been brought together for the first time in an autographed limited edition print. Created by Hall of Fame artist Dick Perez, this collectible print is now available for purchase with a major credit card by calling 1-800-335-5400. Each print is individually signed by Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt. The edition is extremely limited and is numbered and certified by the artist for authenticity. To order your print for $250 plus $6.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-335-5400. PA residents add 6% sales tax. It's historic, one-of-a-kind art that every Phillies fan will treasure, and it makes the perfect holiday gift. Call 1-800-335-5400 and order now. Don't miss your chance to own this piece of Phillies history.
There's a lot of sports on TV, but nobody's really giving sports fans the business, the money games that often dictate what you see on the field and in the stadium. Until now, that is. I'm Victor Livingston. I'm a business journalist, but I'm also a sports fan. And now I bring you Sport Biz Today on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Each week we'll look at the business side of sports, the money games that you should know about if you're any kind of a sports fan. Sport Biz Today, right here on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Be with me.
He was the league's top scorer. He was last year's Big East Player of the Year. And he's just getting started. Watch Kerry Kittles and the Villanova Wildcats battle the best in the NCAA on Sports Channel. With a balance of power and finesse, the Wildcats are ready to claw their way into any battle. It's great coverage of a local team with national ambition. And it's only on Sports Channel, the home of Villanova basketball.
Let's take a look now at the Papa John's starting lineups.
Let's take a look at Penn State. Their point guard's Dan Earl. Shooting guard Pete Lisicki, Calvin Booth in the middle, Matt Gaudio, big strong guy inside, and Glenn Secunda, a guy that can shoot it from outside but also look for him to drive and get inside. For Indiana, pretty much the same lineup as you've seen the last 4 or 5 games. Charlie Miller and Neil Reed at the guards, Harris Milutinovic inside, along with Brian Evans and Andre Patterson at the forward.
And those are the Papa John's starting lineups. It's game time, and Papa John's is the perfect call. Papa John's Pizza, better ingredients and better pizza. We'll be back with the starting lineups after these messages.
We are starting the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. We need your help. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-4-JIMMY-V.
Get ready to see Philly fly. Check out the local boys in great Atlantic 10 action on Sports Channel. Check out Temple, LaSalle, St. Joe's, and the rest of the Atlantic 10 as they battle their way to the NCAA tournament. It's all the slams, jams, and frenzy of college hoops right here on Sports Channel, your home for college basketball.
And here's a look at the current Big Ten standings. Penn State on top. That's why this game important to them. Michigan State and Indiana tied for 3rd. And Iowa, with a big win yesterday over Michigan, moved into 7-5. Big week for Penn State. They travel to West Lafayette to take the Boilers on this Saturday. So this is a crucial trip as they come to Indiana for the week.
I think they'll definitely find out what they're made of here on the road. You can see the last game, Penn State gets the victory over Indiana, 82-68. But coming here to Bloomington, not an easy place for the opponent to play. And anybody that's played in Indiana definitely knows that Mackey Arena is no easy place to win ball games. So Penn State will have their hands full.
Brian Evans leads the league in scoring. The flu bug hit the Hoosiers this week. Andre Patterson caught it Monday. He spent the night in the hospital, and it looks fine now, though. All 5 players ended up with the flu. They canceled practice yesterday for Indiana because of lack of players. There's Bob Knight's record against Penn State, but the players are all healthy. Andre starting, and Indiana ready to play. First-year coach Jerry Dunn has been terrific. A 1980 graduate of George Mason University, 18-2 in his first year. Indiana was 8-0 until they went to Penn State earlier this year. That's the first time Penn State won, and they have not won here at Assembly Hall. Tom O'Neill, Burl Sell, and Art McDonald are officials, and we're underway. Penn State controls the tap. A capacity crowd here at Assembly Hall. Indiana in the home white, and Penn State in the dark blue. Here's Secunda, 33. Booth is 52, the tall, lanky center. Lisicki, a great shooter from the outside. Matt Gaudio, number 24, their Big Ten Player of the Week. This is Secunda, missed a shot. And Indiana needs some rebounding strength today.
Good play by Secunda, though. As you see, Penn State starts out in man-man. Right away, he saw that he had Neil Reed on him.
Set play by Indiana. The lob set up for Charlie. Got the pass, but Miller misses on the jumper.
Charlie Miller's got to get that one in. Dan Earl stops, pulls up for the quick 3-pointer. Penn State, not a team that's going to try to run you off the court, but if you give them an open shot, and they're definitely looking to take it.
First turnover for Indiana. They had 18 against Iowa on Sunday. It really hurt the Hoosiers. A slow start, although Iowa didn't play much better. Good start here for Penn State. Best ever in their 100-year history. Dedicated their new arena this year. Tipped out of bounds by Charlie Miller.
For anybody that's not really had a chance to watch Penn State, they are definitely for real. I know they got off to the like 10-0 start in preseason. I think a lot of people felt like they weren't playing good opponents, but they're definitely for real. They're a very smart team, do not make a lot of turnovers, take care of the basketball, and they can really shoot the basketball if you give them an opening.
Like to make that drive and dish it out back for the three-pointer. That's Gaudio. And Harris will pick up that first foul. It's a tough matchup, really, for Indiana, Ted, in as far as position for position as a man-to-man defense against the Nittany Lions.
You can see Harris, even though he kind of plays the center position for Indiana, he is guarding Gaudio, who he matches up weight-wise with best. But the play right there by Gaudio is a very, very good, smart play. It's not a very flashy play. All he does is he makes a shot fake, one dribble, kind of leans into Harris, and he gets a foul. So he ends up shooting 2 free throws, and Harris has 1 foul already in the game.
Gaudio 80% from the line. Good form on that shot. And he hits both of those, so Penn State has the first points of the game. They lead 2-zip. Indiana, the leading scoring team in the conference, but struggled to just 50 points against Iowa. Jump hook by Harris, first 2 for the Hoosiers.
Excellent pass by Andre Patterson to find Harris Muzinovich inside, and Harris able to get it in the basket. That's kind of been his problem, not getting position, but finding the basket.
Charlie Miller helps out, steal by Indiana. Brian Evans brings it up. Penn State will go man-to-man, although Indiana's played a little zone in the last couple of games.
Look for Indiana, a shot fake and try to drive inside, try to get Penn State in foul trouble.
Patterson outside for 3. Long on that shot. Evans can't control it. Indiana has a new possession. Muzinovich. And a foul. He lost his balance, but a foul by Booth from behind. And here's the three-point leaders. All the top 5 are playing in the game tonight, so we expect some great three-point shooting in tonight's game.
But I don't think Indiana really wants to get in a shootout against Penn State. Penn State, a number of good shooters. Look for Indiana, as I mentioned before. Shot fake, try to get to the basket, get Penn State in some type of foul trouble.
Harris and Booth really working inside. There's some muscle. Harris the layup, it's off, and Penn State rebound.
Just as I mentioned before, positioning not a problem. He can get the position, but he kind of just throws it up at the basket. He's got to lay it in there. He's got to score that for Indiana.
Spread offense by Penn State. They lead the nation, in fact, in that three-point shooting, especially Lasicki and Earl. Gaudio will also take that shot. Booth, a left-hander, gets the jumper.
Lasicki's a guy that can go up from any place. He hit 7 of 10 against Indiana in the first game. You can see that time Indiana very aware of him.
Drive is no good. Charlie Miller, the rebound and reverse layup.
Indiana doing a much better job on the boards early in this game than they did against Iowa. They just got drilled on the boards against Iowa, 49 to 33.
Tied at 4, double team, ball thrown away off Evans. It was right in front of Versal. Bob Knight does not agree with the call, and neither does Evans.
It didn't look like it hit Brian Evans. He reached down for it, but he wasn't able to come up with it. Let's take a look at it. I think it went right through his legs. He never touched it.
I think Evans saw it coming, so he spread his legs a little far. That ball scooted through there. Number 4, Jeremy Metzger, 6'10" junior, comes in for Calvin Booth. Penn State, of course, a good bench and not afraid to go to it.
Look for Metzger to be a guy in there screening to get Lasicki and Secunda open.
They post him up. He goes right up on Patterson. And a foul as Patterson called for a slap on the wrist. This is what hurt Indiana Sunday. Patterson got 2 early fouls, sat out most of the first half, and Iowa was able to gain a short lead.
Well, the fouls he got at Iowa were just kind of reaching fouls. He wasn't moving his feet, and fouls where he looked a little lazy. That one right there, Metzger kind of backed into him. It looked like he played pretty good defense, went up and slapped it away.
Metzger weighs in at 250 pounds, so he's got the beef. He's only a 50% free throw shooter, though.
I'd like to see those scales if he's only coming in at 250. What do you think, guys?
Well, he makes 1 out of 2. He's true to form there and gives Penn State a 1-point lead. I'm not real good at that, kids. Brian Evans, back cut, and gets up well for a 6'8".
Good offense by Indiana, using good screens. This is not a team that's going to get shook up, though. I think it's a number of seniors. They understand what's going on.
Gaudio goes up and misses. I tell you, the crowd all of a sudden into this ball game. Indiana 1-point lead. Good tip that time by Lisicki. 1-on-2.
He'll pull up. You can see Charlie Miller very aware of where Lisicki is at all times because he's a guy that will pull up at any time.
Take that three-point shot. Good dribble drive that time. Secunda gets around Evans and Patterson there. Here comes Indiana. Trying to get Evans some shots. Three-pointer just off.
I think as the game goes along, it'll be interesting to see how the flu affects them. I don't think it'll be a big effect in the first 10 minutes or even maybe the first half, but that second half, if anybody that's had the flu, if Gaudio drives Charlie Miller with the rebound, anybody that's had the flu, that kind of hangs with you for a week or so. It'll be interesting to see what kind of energy Indiana has.
Charlie Miller to the hoop. Zinovich gives Indiana another chance.
Second layup that Charlie Miller's missed. Those are shots against Penn State that you just have to get down.
Neil Reed, tough shot. Miller very active. No call there. Metzger boards. The crowd not happy. Very solid Penn State team, as we've mentioned. Here's Metzger again inside.
You can't let him get position. If we get a chance, I mean, Harris just basically lets him walk right down the lane, gives him position, and then Dan Earl just finds him. You cannot give position up to Metzger, who's 6'10 and 2 whatever. I mean, because he's going to score and go to the free throw line.
Harris picks up his second foul. Indiana, of course, with only 10 players. And number 45, Big Phil Williams, checks in. 6'8", 240, 265. Indiana stays with Zinovich. And Metzger back at the line again. Misses on that, to the delight of the Indiana crowd. Low scoring first half, over 5 minutes into the ball game. 6-5 Indiana. Good look at Metzger. Averaging only 2 points a game. And good on the second, so he's got his 2 points. And timeout. We are all tied. 14:39 left. Jerry Dunn brings his Nittany Lions to the bench. We'll be back after this.
Get set to hit the hardwood as the Big Ten Network brings you college hoops excitement all season long. Don't miss all the fast-breaking end-to-end action when the Big Ten takes on all comers and conference matchups are in your face as the run for the league championship heats up. Join us for all the full-court intensity when college basketball's best take it to the hoop on the Big Ten Network.
Are you looking for a sports show that you can really get involved in? Well, we've got just the show for you. I'm Doug Gold, he's Greg Murphy, and we're the hosts of a brand new sports show called A Piece of the Game. We talk about your favorite players and your favorite teams, and the best part of it is you can get involved. You can pick up some of the great sports collectibles and trading cards right from your home. So come join us right here on Sports Channel and pick up a piece of the game.
Get ready to see Philly fly. Check out the local boys in great Atlantic 10 action on Sports Channel. Check out Temple, LaSalle, St. Joe's, and the rest of the Atlantic 10 as they battle their way to the NCAA tournament. It's all the slams, jams, and frenzy of college hoops right here on Sports Channel, your home for college basketball.
Tonight's Indiana basketball game is brought to you by Shelter Insurance, celebrating its 50th year of pledging to you the best in personal service and insurance protection for your life, home, car, farm, or business. Shelter Insurance will always be there for you. Let's take a look at some field goal percentage. These two teams 1-2 in the conference on the season. And in tonight's game, both of them struggling from the field early.
Richard Vanderbilt in for Indiana.
He replaces Patterson.
You can see Brian Evans got Donovan Williams on him. Donovan Williams, a point guard that came in for Penn State. Good, smart play by Brian Evans right away, telling Mandeville to move out on the floor, let me have the post position. I've got the smaller player, and because of it, they draw a foul.
In the first game at State College, Williams came in, did a nice job on Evans. But the advantage to Evans would be to post up, and that's what he tried to do there.
You can see they're in a zone on the out-of-bounds play.
Reed hits a running jumper there as he moved to his right. Indiana leads by 2.
I think that's very important for Indiana. I think how Neil Reed shoots the basketball really dictates a lot with what goes on in Indiana's offense. We all saw on Sunday he had a very difficult time against Iowa.
Evans right up on Lasicki. Donovan Williams outside. Indiana rebound. So Penn State having trouble from the field. Uncharacteristic of them. Evans still trying to post inside on the smaller Donovan. He does. Williams helps. And a foul.
Going to get it on Big Phil Williams inside. He had pretty good position, but Evans, smart play, getting inside, using his body, getting into Williams. He'll have a chance at 2 free throws.
So Williams goes for the front, and that leaves Donovan Williams goes for the front. Phil Williams comes to help out.
You can see the Coach Knight and the Indiana coaching staff. Obviously, when Donovan Williams is in the basketball game trying to guard Brian Evans, everything is to clear out, basically 4 out and 1 guy inside, that being Brian Evans, to post and try to draw fouls and score on Donovan Williams.
He makes 1 of 2. Indiana's lead now 3 points.
Now with this Penn State lineup, a majority of the time Donovan Williams is a guy that does handle the basketball, though Dan Earl is bringing it up, and then they usually put Dan Earl down coming off screens looking to take jump shots.
Neil Reed with good position, and that foul goes on Donovan Williams. And the offensive foul, that's 2 quick ones now on Williams. Watch Reed there in the right part of your screen.
Good smart play by Neil Reed. You can see he just steps over in the path. They obviously have done something in practice. They know what Penn State is doing. They're looking for a crisscross right there. Neil Reed steps out, takes the charge, turns into a turnover for Penn State.
Good start for Indiana. They lead by 3 in a slow-paced game, low-scoring game.
Vujacic has got to get out of the post when Evans is in there with Williams.
Evans, shot fake. Jumper is off. Good rebound by Earl. Scramble for the ball, and Vujacic with the jump ball call, and Indiana takes it on the possession arrow.
He only got 1 big paw out there, but it was big enough to hold on for 2 or 3 seconds and get a jump ball. Good hands by Harris. See Dan Earl just loses control for a second. Harris gets that big paw on there and gets a jump ball. Another turnover for Penn State. That's 2 last 2 times down the floor.
Secunda back in, and good knock away by Booth that time as Vujacic opened underneath.
The shot you'd like to see Evans take. He comes up, makes a nice move around Vujacic's screen, catches the ball. Not a lot of passing area right there.
There's the turnovers, low really for both teams. It's just the shooting percentage that's caused this to be a low-scoring game. Williams right up there on Vujacic. Mandeville outside, hits that jumper, and Indiana now leads it by 5.
Richard Mandeville will come in and start shooting the basketball the way that he can shoot it. He's going to create a lot of playing time for himself.
Oh, bank shot that time softly by Secunda.
Secunda likes to fake right and then drive left, right as he did right there. Nice soft kiss off the glass.
Tougher matchup now for Evans as the 6'8" Secunda is on him defensively. He takes in though and gets the layup.
Same difficulty on the other end. It's difficult for Evans to guard Secunda, but Secunda going to have some difficulty trying to guard Brian Evans, who's coming off a lot of screens inside.
Indiana backed up by 5. Booth trying to post up. Mandeville with the front.
You can see fake right, went left. He wasn't able to get it down, but the next time he'll fake and he'll get that.
Williams got the rebound, but an errant pass. 4th turnover by Penn State, and Indiana leads at 13-8. We'll be back after these messages.
Yeah, life's competitive, all right. Win or lose, doesn't matter. It's how you look at the finish line.
first.
There's a lot of shoes in this wall. Better let me help you. After all, I'm always going to be waiting on you at the finish line.
Get there first.
1995 marks the 100th season of Big Ten Conference football action. Celebrate the centennial anniversary of the Big Ten by ordering this commemorative home video chronicling 100 years of football and men's basketball. For just $19.99, you can relive the rich tradition and proud legacy of gridiron legends from Grange to Griffin and basketball greats such as Lucas, Magic, and the Fab Five. To order, call 1-800-BIG-TEN-4 or send $19.99 plus $5 shipping and handling to the address shown.
You know us. We're Core States Bank. But you may not know about our new Core States check card. See? Looks like a credit card. But it's not, because it works like a check, only easier. The amount you spend wherever you see a Visa sign is automatically deducted from your checking account. So there's no bill at the end of the month. Ever. Is that easy or what? Sign up for your Core States check card today. Oh, I forgot. The card that works like a check, only easier.
Tonight's Big Ten game is a copyrighted telecast of Creative Sports Incorporated, and a use broadcast or the transmission of any or all of this game without express written consent of Creative Sports is prohibited. And we welcome all our viewers who are watching us on Direct TV. Indiana with a good start, 13-8. Here's the last hoop by Brian Evans.
See Evans looking to get a screen. A lot of times you'll find openings when you're trying to screen. Secunda just very poor defense, looking for some help inside. Nobody there. Easy layup for Brian Evans.
Here come the Hoosiers. This crowd's been a big part of the game early. Indiana only 10 players dressed. And Miller, Evans, and Reed expected to go the entire game. Here's Miller outside.
Penn State setting up in a zone right now. Back in a 2-3 zone. Let's see if Indiana able to pick it up, find the openings in that zone. You need to find the seams.
Reed and Evans, Indiana's best three-point shooters.
Against the zone, you got to get a lot of movement, get people moving around. You can't just stand like Indiana did that time down the floor.
Third turnover on the high lob pass. Good move by Secunda, and a block by Patterson. And Williams there with a board, and Patterson's going to pick up the foul after a good defensive play.
You can see Big Phil Williams inside. He's a big body. He's somebody you got to know where he is every time the ball goes on the board, because he's going to clear people out. He's going to get the ball on the board, and he'll have a chance with a couple free throws. Good move by Secunda. Great block by Andre Patterson. Nobody gets a body on Phil Williams, and he'll shoot two.
Second foul now on Patterson as he's called to get in the lane there. So now Mujezinovic and Patterson both with 2 fouls. Look at Williams' stats. Not in there to score really, but good reserve to bring in. Damian McKnight checks in, 6'2" guard. Earl gets his first breather of the game. Williams, not much follow through on that shot, but hits it. Lead now 3 by Indiana. And Penn State back to man-to-man.
Changing defense is something that's given Indiana a lot of problems all year.
Evans tries to post up. And now Reed does as well on Donovan Williams. Outside shot. Rebound to the Nittany Lions. Penn State likes to run. Good defense. Mandeville steps in front. Now Patterson, 2-on-2. Evans off to Miller. And he took that one up strong.
It's a pretty good block by Booth right there, but Charlie Miller able to get his body into him, draw the foul. It's a great steal by Richard Mandeville. Penn State wanted travel because he rolled over on top of the ball. See Neil Reed gets it down to Charlie Miller. Charlie Miller goes up. You can see he gets him with the body up around the chest area. Charlie Miller needs to use that shot fake, get up into him, see if he can't get that ball on the glass.
Miller off on that free throw. Indiana's been having trouble from the line recently.
Indiana doesn't look very comfortable shooting the basketball so far. They've had a number of good shots. Other than Neil Reed, nobody able to knock one down from outside.
Indiana was 10 of 18 against Iowa. And they're used to scoring a lot more points from the line. 3 now for Miller. Indiana by 4. the first one as Penn State's hit tonight and cuts the lead to 1. 5 now for Secunda. Patterson inside, spinning move, and jump hook is good.
There's no way that anybody on Penn State's team can handle Andre Patterson. He's bigger and quicker than Secunda. Gaudio, he's much quicker than Phil Williams inside. Indiana needs to take advantage of Andre Patterson inside.
Boy, good quick move there by McKnight as he got right inside the lane, and a foul picked up. And that one's going to go on Patterson. That's his third.
Good call by the official, Andre Patterson, late getting to the spot where he needs to be. You can see he's definitely moving. Neil Reed comes in and slaps it away, but the foul's already been committed, and Andre Patterson will take a seat.
Hate to pick up that third foul in the first half. Patterson has 3, and Vujacinovich joins him there on the bench.
I hate to say it, but it would be better for him to just step out of the way, let the guy have the layup, because 2 points is not as important as having Andre Patterson in the game. Andre Patterson might mean 10 or 15 points to Indiana in the next 9 minutes and 30 seconds. But yet, the rest of this half, he's going to find himself sitting on the bench.
Knight misses the first one, 55% on the year. So good point, Ted. Indiana comes back with Lindemann, and he picks up the first rebound. Indiana, a 3-point lead, 9:30 left, first half. But Patterson, a big part of Indiana's offense, 12 points a game.
You see Penn State back in the zone.
Lindemann. And a foul as Metzger bumped him from behind. Lindemann with a quick move.
You see Secunda talking to Metzger about just stay behind him, that you'll have help. Against the zone, somebody's going to help back in. You can see Metzger, good move by Lindemann. Good quick move. Metzger puts a forearm in his back.
16 fouls, so Indiana takes it out of bounds.
If we get any movement against the zone, a lot of Indiana guys just standing around. You've really got to penetrate, get in, and then dish.
Neil Reed was on the line, missed that shot. Good rebound by the tiny Williams, takes it all the way down and bangs the jumper in. Donovan Williams using the quickness now from the point guard.
See a much different team with Donovan Williams in the game than Dan Earl, as Evans takes a quick shot, not one that Coach Knight's probably going to be very happy with. Would like to see that defense have to work, but Donovan Williams is going to get the ball up much quicker than Dan Earl.
It's a tough match for Charlie Miller. Williams in the lane.
Makes the fake.
Secunda shot is off.
Not a very good shot by Ben Secunda right there. See if anybody will penetrate. Oh, they're back in man-to-man now. You need some good screens. For Indiana tried to get it inside.
Reed on the drive, and Williams picks up that foul. So Indiana now goes to the line.
Nothing really happening on the Indiana offensive end, though. Everybody kind of standing around, looking at one another. They've really got to get some people talking to one another, get some people involved.
Other Big Ten action. Illinois got the early lead against the Wildcats. And Minnesota, surprisingly, in East Lansing, they hold the early 7-point lead. Jarrett Stevens, number 31, checks in for Penn State. So Penn State's now gone 10 deep on their bench. Dan Earl checks back in, Gaudio back in.
I think that will be a very important factor as the game goes on. Penn State very comfortable going 10 deep. Indiana not very deep anyhow, and all of them, a good majority of them have had the flu this week. I think the second half could be a very long, tough endurance for Indiana.
Earl snuck all the way down and it was wide open. Indiana didn't realize it, then hurried back. Nearly had the turnover.
Indiana got bailed out. Earl Sell calls a foul on Dan Earl. It's really a pretty good steal. Coach Knight didn't feel like it was a foul. I think he felt like Charlie Miller fell asleep and didn't go after that ball very aggressively. Look at Indiana. He just kind of halfway reaches up with one arm. That's a ball you got to go up and grab with 2 hands, like you really want it.
It does get Miller to the line. And he's good on the first. Miller switched to the guard position this year and has responded pretty well. Getting used to the defensive end in particular. Misses on that second. 3-point lead for Indiana. Indiana's really taken away the three-point shooting by Penn State. You can see it's hurt their offensive production. They're not nearly as good getting the shot from the two-point range.
I mean, Penn State is not a very pretty team to watch. They don't make many fancy, pretty plays, but they don't turn the ball over very often. They usually get a shot at the basket. They've got good shooters, and they take advantage of it.
Evans off the dribble. Not the kind of offense Indiana looks for as a
dribble, and shoot. No passing, no screening, no nothing in the Indiana offense.
Sickie hasn't even taken a shot yet. There's Dan Earl on the drive and the layup. So it's been the penetration by the Penn State guards that's given them their offense. They trail by one.
Good quick move by Dan Earl coming off that screen, going to the basket using that left hand.
Good pass inside. Lindemann. Jumper is good, but they're going to wave it off. Metzger on the foul before the shot. And that puts Lindemann at the line 1-1. So Indiana's really concentrated on getting the ball inside to their big people.
Well, I think they've talked about it. As we take a look, you can see right there, he pushed him right there before the shot. I hope that he was calling him on the push before the shot rather than once Todd got the basketball. But I think if they've discussed so much getting the ball inside, trying to draw fouls, that the other four guys, whenever the ball does go inside, they just kind of stand and watch. And because of it, Indiana getting very little movement in their offense.
Stevens with the rebound as Lindemann misses on the first free throw. And Penn State has a chance to take the lead for the first time in a long while here first half. Here's Earl. Good pass. Back to Metzger, and the big fella takes it in. Draws the foul.
Once again, not very pretty, but it's very, very effective. It gets Penn State to the free throw line, and then one more foul on the Indiana team.
Those fouls really add up for Indiana and have caused problems in the second half of ball games for the Hoosiers.
And first half in the last two games with Andre Patterson, their most effective, most agile inside player, spending the majority of the first half on the bench the last two games.
Talked about Indiana driving, the key to the game. You saw the free throw stat there, and it's Penn State who's been able to get to the line for some free throw attempts. But they're having their trouble from the line. Tie score now at 18. 6:40 left.
They're back in the zone. See, Indiana picks up the zone. They've got to get some movement inside. You can see all Indiana's doing is passing the ball around the outside right now. They're going to call traveling on Lindemann.
It's a tie score. 6:27 left, first half from Bloomington.
Get set to hit the hardwood as the Big Ten Network brings you college hoops excitement all season long. Don't miss all the fast-breaking end-to-end action when the Big Ten takes on all comers and conference matchups are in your face as the run for the league championship heats up. Join us for all the full-court intensity when college basketball's best take it to the hoop on the Big Ten Network.
Are you looking for a sports show that you can really get involved in? Well, we've got just the show for you. I'm Doug Gold, he's Greg Murphy, and we're the hosts of a brand new sports show called A Piece of the Game. We talk about your favorite players and your favorite teams, and the best part of it is you can get involved. You can pick up some of the great sports collectibles and trading cards right from your home. So come join us right here on Sports Channel and pick up a piece of the game.
Get ready to see Philly fly. Check out the local boys in great Atlantic 10 action on Sports Channel. Check out Temple, LaSalle, St. Joe's, and the rest of the Atlantic 10 as they battle their way to the NCAA tournament. It's all the slams, jams, and frenzy of college hoops right here on Sports Channel, your home for college basketball.
According to the Big Ten leaders chart here, this should be a highly offensive scoring game, but quite the contrary, 18-18.
You see, it's kind of a strange thing there. Indiana, Coach Knight always thought of as a defensive coach leading the league in scoring. Number of points, field goal percentage. Very strange to me that only Indiana's second in the three-point field goals, only averaging 6.8 a game. I would have thought that somebody else would have been hitting 9 or 10 of those a game.
The three-point shooting there, not a big part of tonight's game. Lisicky, a jumper baseline. Does not take him long to get that release.
Very, very quick off the floor. A good jumper. He's got a very quick release. Penn State. But back in the zone defense, Indiana not able to find many shots against him so far.
Lisicky's first two and the first lead since 4-2 for Penn State. Rebound by Earl. These two teams played pretty even till about the 8-minute mark at State College. Offensive foul called against Penn State on that drive. Brought a reaction from the Penn State bench.
I think everybody's falling asleep here. No reaction from the crowd. As you can see, Dan Earl drives in. There's not much contact right there. That's a pretty good drive, but Dan Earl looks like a no call to me.
Earl picks up his second, comes over to the Penn State bench.
Now Penn State back in the man-to-man defense. Indiana's going to have to get used to the changing defenses. So far, they haven't been able to do anything against either defense, man-to-man or zone.
Damian McKnight checks in to guard Reed. Here's Evans. And he gets it inside to Miller for the easy one.
Good pass by Brian Evans. Charlie Miller able to get himself open. That's the first layup he's able to get down today, but he's doing a nice job of moving around, finding open.
9 and 20. Lisicky open inside. Fading shot. And that one's good.
An excellent shooter. You can see he has a lot of confidence, and he's really looking to score. Felt like he got fouled the last time down the floor.
Hasn't seen a shot tonight he doesn't like. Kids, kind of reminds me of you during your career. Penn State by 2. Here's Evans. And a push. That time Secunda called on the foul inside.
There's really no flow at all to this game right now. Everybody's kind of just trudging along, you know. It seems like it's a struggle getting points on the board for either team, although Lisicky's hit 2 in a row for Penn State.
And I would think that style of play, though, would help Indiana with their limited numbers. And getting lots of rest probably helps them to regroup a little bit better.
Yeah, Indiana probably not wanting to get in a fast-paced game up and down the floor tonight. So far, it really hasn't been like that. As I said before, it's really been a struggle.
Penn State scored 82 points in the first meeting. Right now, they are a long way from there. Evans ties the score at 22. Just under 5 minutes left first half, and this Indiana crowd wants some offense. Gaudio trying to get open on some picks. Secunda, good shot fake. Shot clock at 10. Gaudio's open. Three-pointer is good. Can let him sit like that for that shot.
They can all shoot it. Gaudio, Secunda, Lisicky.
5 for Secunda. Lisicky on the defense. Here's Evans inside. Spin move inside. He hit the backboard, though. And that shot retrieved by McKnight.
Brian Evans makes a great move. He just hit the backboard with it.
Secunda 2 in a row. And that brings the Penn State bench up as he has 10 now. And all of a sudden, a 6-point lead on 8 straight points by Penn State. Brian Evans trying to rally his troops. Foul called on Williams. And that's going to send Evans to the line. So good senior leadership there. He saw a quick spurt by Penn State, took it right to the hole.
You see he took it to the basket against Phil Williams. He got one step on him, and Phil kind of leaned on him, pushed him out of bounds. Brian Evans going to the line as Robbie Eggers gets ready to check in for Indiana.
Here comes Eggers, 6'10".
Indiana kind of moving as though they do have the players out there tonight, kind of both moving in slow motion, and I really don't know what to say about it other than you watch them offensively, and there's just not a lot of quick spurt type moves out there getting people open, and because of it, they're really having a lot of problems.
It's Penn State by 4, closing in on halftime here at Indiana.
History teaches primordial perspiration shouldn't mess with one's style.
Consider this powerful discovery. Right Guard Pure Power Clear Gel. An astoundingly clear gel. Thus, it goes on clear without any flaky white stuff, protecting one powerfully. For when it comes to protection, one shouldn't mess around. Right Guard Clear Gel. Anything less would be uncivilized.
4 of the greatest Phillies of all time have been immortalized in the Baseball Hall of Fame. In honor of this achievement, Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt have been brought together for the first time in an autographed limited edition print. Created by Hall of Fame artist Dick Perez, this collectible print is now available for purchase with a major credit card by calling 1-800-335-5400. Each print is individually signed by Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt. The edition is extremely limited and is numbered and certified by the artist for authenticity. To order your print for $250 plus $6.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-335-5400. PA residents add 6% sales tax. It's historic, one-of-a-kind art that every Phillies fan will treasure, and it makes the perfect holiday gift. Call 1-800-335-5400 and order now. Don't miss your chance to own this piece of Phillies history.
Let's take a look at our Finish Line first half replay of the game, brought to you by Finish Line.
And it's the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glenn Secunda, you can see, comes down, pulls up from 3. Pretty good pressure from Indiana, but he buries it. That's 2 in a row, one by Gaudio, one by Secunda, and Penn State's starting to heat up.
They started off very slowly here from the field, but as you mentioned, they cranked it up here and spurted out to a 4-point lead. And they've got a chance to increase that lead right now, 1 for 7 in the first 3.5 minutes, and now 9 of 14 as Secunda hits again from the outside.
That's 3 threes in a row, and now they're back in a 2-3 zone.
13 for Glenn Secunda.
See how Indiana getting very little penetration. They just kind of dribble around or throw it around the outside. Charlie Miller's got to catch it and drive in, and that way he would free Brian Evans. As Brian Evans makes the move, he's having to make one-on-one moves to get any type of scoring for Indiana.
He did it quickly that time, and he's going to get that hoop and draw the foul. Boy, Evans really trying to fire up the Indiana team.
You can see Evans, nice job. Metzger gets over there. Penn State felt like it should be a charge. That's Metzger's 3rd foul. You take another look at it. Good shot fake, good drive around. Metzger gets there. The official felt like he bodied him.
Evans now, he's moved up to 12th on the all-time scoring list, passes former great Archie Dees.
How many more does he need to pass you, Larry?
Well, we didn't track that as well as we did yours, Ted, and it was late in his junior year when he snuck around me, very quietly, as I remember. All right, he cuts the lead to 4, and 3 minutes left, a chance for Indiana to cut that lead. Indiana 0-8 in games this year when they've trailed at halftime, so very important for them.
Indiana needs to find Secunda. He's feeling it right now. He's looking for jump shots.
Off that time, good pressure. Eggers on the board. And here comes Indiana. It's like they picked up the pace offensively. Reed tried to find something there quickly.
Sometimes after you've had the flu, the mind says yes, but the body says no. As Lisicki slaps Lindemann across the wrist, Todd Lindemann will get 2 free throws.
Lisicki helping out that time. Foul Lindemann. Only his first foul, 10-team foul, so even though this is a 2-shot shooting foul.
Good screen by Lindemann. He comes across. You can see he gets position. Now watch here. Lisicki's going to slap him right there. Official was in the perfect place to pick that up. The other officials would never have seen it.
Lindemann good on that free throw. So Indiana right back in the game now. They trail by 3. 7-foot senior from Channing, Michigan. Long on that one. Lisicki knocked it out of bounds, so Indiana retains possession.
Robbie Eggers in there fighting for that rebound, and Pete Lisicki comes in and knocks it out of bounds.
Lindemann open, missed on the shot, and laid it back in as he jammed that ball up against the rim the first time.
It's a good move by Todd Lindeman. I'm sure he's a little embarrassed about the dunk, but what really matters is that he got 2 points. I mean, rather than worry about missing the dunk, it was a nice job of once he missed the shot of going back up, getting it. They're going to call a charge on Gaudio right there. Good position by Todd Lindeman once again.
That brings Jerry Dunn off the bench, and he got a look from Burlsell as things going Indiana's way right now. Player control foul, so there are no shots. Let's look. Missed dunk by Lindeman.
But at least he went back up and got it. That's the important thing. I mean, he's upset that he missed the dunk, but most important, he got 2 points.
There you see Gaudio on the drive.
Because that's the second foul, second charging foul Todd Lindeman has taken tonight. Very important to get in position. Penn State looking to shot fake and then drive to the basket, and he's been able to draw a couple fouls.
Indiana had gotten down by 7 points, but now they're right back in this game. They call the 22nd timeout to set up the special play on the offensive end, a chance for them to take the lead. And the crowd right back in this game, too. 3 3-point shots by Glenn Secunda when Penn State was 2 down, gave them that 7-point lead. But Indiana has rallied here at the close of the first half.
There's really nobody big enough to handle Todd Lindeman inside. If he'll just catch the ball and go after it, not able to come up with that one. Tough handle right there by Brian Evans. Great play.
Drives it in and lays it in left-handed.
Makes a great catch and then dribbles through traffic and lays it off the glass. Great play by a great player, Brian Evans.
13 first-half points for Evans, and Indiana by 1. Minute and a half left.
Nobody on Big Phil Williams right there.
He was open weak side and jams it in. Now Penn State by 1.
Didn't know if he could get all that up off the floor like that, but he did.
Evans cut off of the baseline.
Calling for travel, and he's got to go straight up with that ball. Either that or he's got to put it on the floor with a dribble.
5 turnovers for Indiana. The momentum shift again quickly as Bob Knight looks up at the scoreboard and sees Penn State up by 1. 1 minute left, first half.
There's nobody with the height to handle Lindeman as Lisicky pops off. Quick jump shot. Todd just needs to catch and just turn and just lay it in almost like the old Wilt Chamberlain finger roll, because they're giving him position close enough to the basket where he can do that.
He's doing a job on the boards. Evans tries to post and a foul. That's on Secunda. Evans goes to the line.
See Penn State going to start getting in some foul trouble. Exactly what Coach Knight had set up in the game plan as far as either trying to drive Penn State or trying to take it inside. Right now, Indiana getting the better of it, getting to the free throw line.
Secunda will come out with those 2 fouls. Gaudio checks in for him. And Evans goes to the line for the Hoosiers. Secunda, 13 first half points. Evans just over 2 3-pointers per game. Already 2/3 of the way to his scoring average here in the first half, 21 a game. Good on the second. Indiana back in the lead by 1. And Penn State will have to take a shot, about 8 seconds different on the game and shot clock. They want to run some clock before they try the shot. McKnight inside, goes to Stevens. Layup is good, so they got that shot quicker than they wanted. It was a good layup. And Penn State by 1. Indiana now a chance for the last shot of the half.
Plenty of time. A little quick, kind of a quick shot.
Lindeman follows it in on the Reed shot. 5 now, 8 seconds left. Penn State trails by 1.
Gaudio just runs over Robbie Eggers. It's getting a little wild right now with only 0.6 of a second left.
Action right in front of the Indiana bench as an Indiana player drew an offensive foul, but neither official was able to pick that up. Bob Knight saw it, of course. It happened right in front of the bench. 0.6 of a second, so a catch and shoot now by Penn State. Here's McKnight. He gets the shot away. It is off, and a good first half of action by Indiana. They came from behind. They hold a 1-point lead at halftime. We'll be back with our halftime program After these messages, it's Indiana 36, Penn State 35.
In the everyday world, you go through a lot to make that meeting. With the world-class network from GTE,
Everything ready? You bet.
you simply go down the hall.
Margaret, hi, how are you?
Change the way you work.
You cut your hair.
Change the way you live. It's amazing what you can do with the world-class network from GTE.
Dear Midas customers, now save 25% on brake shoes or pads, guaranteed for as long as you own your car. And we'll fix the brakes on most cars the same day you call. That's the Midas way, the way it should be.
And talk about the way it should be. Right now, Midas will give you 25% off brake shoes or pads. And with your 25% off, you'll also get a free oil change, a free lube, and a free filter. But you better hurry. This offer ends soon.
4 of the greatest Phillies of all time have been immortalized in the Baseball Hall of Fame. In honor of this achievement, Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt have been brought together for the first time in an autographed limited edition print. Created by Hall of Fame artist Dick Perez, this collectible print is now available for purchase with a major credit card by calling 1-800-335-5400. Each print is individually signed by Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt. The edition is extremely limited and is numbered and certified by the artist for authenticity. To order your print for $250 plus $6.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-335-5400. PA residents add 6% sales tax. It's historic, one-of-a-kind art that every Phillies fan will treasure, and it makes the perfect holiday gift. Call 1-800-335-5400 and order now. Don't miss your chance to own this piece of Phillies history.
There's a lot of sports on TV, but nobody's really giving sports fans the business, the money games that often dictate what you see on the field and in the stadium. Until now, that is. I'm Victor Livingston. I'm a business journalist, but I'm also a sports fan. And now I bring you Sport Biz Today on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Each week we'll look at the business side of sports, the money games that you should know about if you're any kind of a sports fan. Sport Biz Today, right here on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Be with me.
Indiana leads it by 1. That's important. The Hoosiers are 14-1 when they lead a game at the halftime. We'll see if that pans out. And this was a game, Ted Kitchell, that started very slowly for 2 fine offensive teams. They both started very slow, but then with 6-7 minutes to go in the half, both teams caught on fire, and a pretty good scoring first half, 36-35.
Yeah, both teams almost 1 and 2 in each scoring category. So we take a look right here. One of the final plays of the half. There was still about 18 seconds left on the clock. Neil Reed found the opening, go inside. Look at Todd Lindemann, great rebound. That's a big play for Indiana right there, getting Todd Lindemann involved in the basketball game. He can really make a difference, as we saw earlier this year against Michigan. Let's take a look at Penn State. Glenn Secunda, he got hot late in the second half. He hit a couple 3-pointers before he got his second foul and had to sit down, but he's been very, very effective against Indiana.
Let's take a look at other Big Ten action around the league tonight. Illinois, a big lead at the half against the Wildcats. Illinois keeps climbing up the rankings, and Michigan State starts to come back. They only trail by 3, a low-scoring the game there at East Lansing. It is halftime. We'll be back with more of our halftime program after these messages.
Yeah, life's competitive, all right. Win or lose, doesn't matter. It's how you look at the finish line.
Get there first.
There's a lot of shoes in this wall. Better let me help you. After all, I'm always going to be waiting on you at the finish line.
Get there first.
Are you looking for a sports show that you can really get involved in? Well, we've got just the show for you. I'm Doug Gold, he's Greg Murphy, and we're the hosts of a brand new sports show called A Piece of the Game. We talk about your favorite players and your favorite teams, and the best part of it is you can get involved. You can pick up some of the great sports collectibles and trading cards right from your home. So come join us right here on Sports Channel and pick up a piece of the game.
Get ready to see Philly fly. Check out the local boys in great Atlantic 10 action on Sports Channel. Check out Temple, LaSalle, St. Joe's, and the rest of the Atlantic 10 as they battle their way to the NCAA tournament. It's all the slams, jams, and frenzy of college hoops right here on Sports Channel, your home for college basketball.
We have seen a new beginning in higher education, a new public university, creating a higher standard for learning and giving people the skills to compete in the world economy, a true partner in the future of Indiana and America. For 175 years, we have grown to become that university. We are America's new public university.
Tonight on IU Update, we'll show you the blueprint for building America's new public university. Good evening, everyone. IU President Miles Brand has gotten approval from the Board of Trustees to move forward on his Strategic Directions Charter, which is a plan to reshape Indiana University and guide it into the future. Tonight we want to tell you more about what the charter means for IU, its students, and the people of Indiana.
On both those fronts,
IU President Miles Brand has been talking to a lot of people all across the state in recent months. His message is this: IU must be equipped to maintain high educational standards in the face of a changing world. To do that, the university has adopted a new strategy. It's called the Strategic Directions Charter. Using it as a blueprint, President Brand intends to make IU America's new public university. There are three basic elements to the Strategic Directions Charter: learning, excellence, and accountability.
We must find a way in which we can sustain our academic excellence, our grand tradition of teaching and learning, but yet do so in a way that is responsive to the calls of the public. Do so in a way that requires more fiscal constraint and better use and stewardship of our resources.
In addition, the charter will assure access to learning for citizens of Indiana, and the university will become more efficient and enterprising in securing new revenues.
We support economic activities, and we're interested in developing quality of life for all the citizens in the state and indeed the nation.
Above all, the most emphasis will be placed on undergraduate education.
The charter focuses on Indiana University as a learning community in which faculty learn working collaboratively with each other, working collaboratively with students. And students learn not just from lectures, not just from textbooks, but by working with faculty in mentorship relationships. And so we will have an opportunity to build a learning community of unparalleled excellence as a result of this strategic plan.
The Strategic Directions Charter will be the framework, a living document in which excellence, values, and traditions can be maintained as the university moves into the future.
If you'd like to receive a copy of IU's new Strategic Directions Charter, give us a call on our toll-free phone line, 1-800-WE'RE-4-IU. Thanks for being with us tonight. Reporting for IU Update, I'm Sandy Mathis-Robe. Indiana, we're all for you.
The only way you're going to cure cancer, AIDS, and most other diseases is understanding them at a molecular level. We're all working on pieces of the puzzle, not only here at Penn State, but researchers all over the world. It's really a feeling of like, I'm doing something important. When you think about the big picture, it's all about helping people. And that's really what I want to do.
Grandma's ring. When
We're never gonna find it. We can find it. Is that it? No, I've looked there.
You can look and look, but you never know where you're going to find a dream fulfilled.
Let's pretend we're playing hide and seek. Come on, it'll be fun.
Yet the universities of the Big Ten are celebrating 100 years of just that.
This is stupid. We're never gonna find it. Let's go.
When you support higher education, you'll help kids' dreams come alive for the next 100 years.
Hey, leave without this? No way, you found it. You can find anything if you look hard enough.
This message furnished by the universities of the Big Ten.
If I play Powerball, I can win a lot of money.
This Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is an estimated $35 million.
If I play Powerball, I can win a lot of money.
This Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is an estimated $35 million.
If I play Powerball, I can win a lot of money.
This Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is an estimated $35 million.
Get set to hit the hardwood as the Big Ten Network brings you college hoops excitement all season long. Don't miss out fast-breaking end-to-end action when the Big Ten takes on all comers and conference matchups are in your face as the run for the league championship heats up. Join us for all the full-court intensity when college basketball's best take it to the hoop on the Big Ten Network.
Are you looking for a sports show that you can really get involved in? Well, we've got just the show for you. I'm Doug Gold, he's Greg Murphy, and we're the hosts of a brand new sports show called A Piece of the Game. We talk about your favorite players and your favorite teams, and the best part of it is you can get involved. You can pick up some of the great sports collectibles and trading cards right from your home. So come join us right here on Sports Channel and pick up a piece of the game.
Leads it by one. A nice spurt there at the end of the half to gain the lead. Time now for our Citizens Insurance halftime stats.
There they are. You can see neither team shooting the basketball that well, but the big difference as you take a look there is Indiana from the free throw line and Penn State from the three-point line. You can see from the three-point line that Indiana is 0 for 6. Penn State has made up the difference at 4 of 7, while Indiana has been to the free throw line 18 times compared to Penn State's 12. So both teams doing what they like to do. Indiana taking the ball inside, getting to the foul line. Penn State doing an excellent job shooting the basketball, rebounding. Both teams very even. Lindemann 6 rebounds in only 10 minutes, and you can see the turnovers. Indiana doing a nice job with only 5 in the first half.
Those are the Citizens Insurance halftime stats. Citizens Insurance Company of America. There's a Citizens independent agent near you. Here's our leading scorers.
Surprise, surprise, Brian Evans once again leading Indiana. An excellent first half when Indiana really struggled. Brian Evans made it happen with 16 points, and Glenn Secunda hit a couple late threes, and he leads with 11.
Both teams back on the floor. We'll be back with second half action right after this.
We are starting the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. We need your help. It may not save my life. It may save my children's life. It may save someone you love. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-4-JIMMY-V.
There's a lot of sports on TV, but nobody's really giving sports fans the business, the money games that often dictate what you see on the field and in the stadium. Until now, that is. I'm Victor Livingston. I'm a business journalist, but I'm also a sports fan. And now I bring you Sport Biz Today on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Each week we'll look at the business side of sports, the money games that you should know about if you're any kind of a sports fan. Sport Biz Today, right here on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Be with me.
He was the league's top scorer. He was last year's Big East Player of the Year. And he's just getting started. Watch Kerry Kittles and the Villanova Wildcats battle the best in the NCAA on Sports Channel. With a balance of power and finesse, the Wildcats are ready to claw their way into any battle. It's great coverage of a local team with national ambitions. And it's only on Sports Channel, the home of Villanova basketball.
Does anyone here think there'll be a cure for AIDS?
Definitely.
How do you know?
I don't know, but you have to believe. Some people don't believe AIDS is a problem that affects everyone.
And that's the biggest danger. People should realize AIDS is a threat to everyone.
I think it's just a matter of time before this is brought under control.
Some of us don't have the time.
Indiana will make some lineup changes with the fine performance of Todd Lindemann late in that second half. He gets the nod here. Let's take a look at some first half action.
We talked about it important for Indiana to drive the basketball, try to get Penn State in foul trouble. You can see Brian Evans with a great catch, a great move to the basket, able to get 2 points for Indiana. And then on the other end, we talked about Penn State, an excellent shooting team no matter who you're talking about. In this case, it's Matt Gaudio. He steps up outside the three-point line and he drains it, something Indiana's going to have to stop in the second half.
So a real key of this second half would be Penn State's ability to get that three-point shot. That's when they surged into the lead. It's a big part of their offense.
I think it'll be interesting to see what type of adjustments. Coach Knight, obviously an expert when it comes to making adjustments against teams at halftime. That's why you see an Indiana team that's 14-1 when leading at halftime. He makes excellent adjustments. Let's see if Indiana continues to try to go inside. They've got a big, strong lineup inside. The other thing to remember is Andre Patterson, one of the keys to Indiana, sat out the last 9:36 for Indiana.
We are underway. Penn State has possession. Kansas in a close game against Colorado. Here's Gaudio, baseline, and Penn State quickly gets the lead back. Only 15 seconds into this second half.
Zinovich, good job of knocking the ball away. Neil Reed not aware. Wasn't able to pick it up. Penn State back in a 2-3 zone.
Lindemann, the high lob pass, stolen from behind. Lisicki knocked it out of bounds.
That's the one he's got to catch, and he has to know that he's going to be getting pressure from the backside. Good job by Lisicki coming in, knocking that ball away. Todd Lindemann's got to rip that ball away and get it up on the glass.
There's the zone on the out-of-bounds plays, 2-3.
See if Indiana's made some adjustments, looks to maybe set some screens against that zone, try to free up Brian Evans. Obviously, they can throw over the top as they did earlier to Todd Lindemann.
5 seconds to shoot. Evans does on a three-pointer.
Going to call the push.
Zinovich fights for that board, and he did get called for that push on the back.
Calvin Booth, not a very big body out there. He's 6'11", but only 205. He's in there banging with Zinovich and Todd Lindemann, both in the 260, 270 range.
Penn State by 1. They've got the ball, a chance to increase that lead. First minute of the second half. Very solid lineup there. 2 big, strong forwards, 2 good shooting guards, and then the young freshman Booth at the center. Nice matchup there with Lindemann, trying to use some experience over the younger Booth. He turns. Booth got the shot away.
Bigger Secunda, excellent job. Good rebounding position right there over Charlie Miller. Able to get the rebound, but not able to get it back in.
Booth missed on that tip. Lindemann another rebound.
See if we can get Charlie Miller to catch the ball and actually look for the basket here in the second half.
Lindemann shot fake, and he gets that roll. 2 more for the big guy.
I think as the game goes along, Todd Lindemann will get stronger, and they'll have to get Booth out of there. They'll have to get Phil Williams, Metzger, somebody in there to play Todd Lindemann, because he's going to kill Booth inside. Booth just not a big enough body.
7 now for Lindemann. Right at his average. Shot blocked that time by Evans. Charlie Miller's 1-on-3. Slows it up. Reed's open at the 3-point line. Strong. He follows his own shot, but Gaudio comes away with it. Harris draws the foul right again in front of the Indiana bench.
That is a really picky foul. I can't believe with all the banging that goes along on in the Big Ten that a guy reaches out for a basketball, doesn't come up with it. He really doesn't create any problem for the Penn State guy. And let's take a look at it right here. Neil Reed, if he follows his shot, has that rebound. You can see right here, Harris, nobody has control. He reaches right there. He probably got a little bit of the wrist right there, but not really anything to make a big difference, and they call foul.
Well, the rule book states, Ted, that basketball is obviously a contact sport, and there will be incidental contact from time to time. That wasn't incidental because he went after him, but it did not give the Penn State player a disadvantage because of what happened. So in that situation, a lot of time they'll let that call go because Secunda was able to hold on to the ball.
See Booth inside with Evans. Bit of a mismatch, although Brian Evans, most cases, they have to call most anybody on the floor.
Gaudio missed on that shot. Booth with a big rebound. And a real battle under there. Charlie Miller comes away with it. Indiana tries the fast break. Patterson back in the lineup. He sat most of the first half.
You've got to get the ball to Lindemann right now. He's feeling it. You got to get it to him and let him score. The ball slips out of his hands, but still he creates good things, getting it up on the glass. Andre Patterson with the offensive rebound.
Indiana using a height advantage for Patterson. Indiana mixed up on the defense there, left somebody open. It's Gaudio. He takes a drive inside, and Patterson comes. No, Gaudio stole it. Lasicki way outside for three. Gaudio stole it again. He gets tripped up, and Patterson draws the foul.
And that's his fourth, and it's another silly foul.
Vujacinovich and Patterson now both pick up fourth fouls early in the second half.
You see, he grabs the basketball. Good play by Gaudio right there. If you're not going to protect it, not going to keep it out of my face, I'll just take it right away from you. Andre Patterson just touches him. It's not a big foul right there. I think Gaudio, more than anything, was just worn out. He really went after that ball about 4 or 5 times, and now he's going to take another seat with 16:30 left in the game.
Patterson comes out. And Penn State ball under their basket. Earl, way short on that jumper. Hesitated a little and caused them to lose some timing.
Danny Earl needs time to take that shot. He's not a real effective shooter when you've got a lot of pressure on him.
Drop pass to Lindemann and a foul. Lasicki reached in. So Indiana really looks for Lindemann here. Second half.
The problem there is Indiana not going to get free throws, even though Todd Lindemann looking as though he's going to go up and shoot this basketball. This is when you have to go up and just kind of throw it at the bottom. You can see he was finding Lasicki right there. Didn't get the ball up on the glass. But you got to get it to him right there. A bad pass by Evans. They're going to get Metzger from behind, and that's going to be his fourth.
So battle inside, our third player of the game. He picks up his fourth foul.
A lot of big bodies inside right there.
Well, I'll tell you, the scorer's table out here signaled 4 fouls, as does the scoreboard. Metzger does come out. It is his 4th foul. So Williams replaces Metzger, who just came in about 30 seconds ago. Mandeville in and Lindemann. Mandeville, that outside shot, Earl with the rebound.
Mandeville just off the bench. Coach Knight usually likes you to get involved.
Miller tried to strip that ball from Earl, and he picks up a foul.
Coach Knight usually likes
timeout. It's Indiana by 3. Bob Knight considers his next move.
Get set to hit the hardwood as the Big Ten Network brings you college hoops excitement all season long. Don't miss all the fast-breaking end-to-end action when the Big Ten takes on all comers and conference matchups are in your face as the run championship heats up. Join us for all the full-court intensity when college basketball's best take it to the hoop on the Big Ten Network.
Are you looking for a sports show that you can really get involved in? Well, we've got just the show for you. I'm Doug Gold, he's Greg Murphy, and we're the hosts of a brand new sports show called A Piece of the Game. We talk about your favorite players and your favorite teams, and the best part of it is you can get involved. You can pick up some of the great sports collectibles and trading cards right from your home. So come join us right here on Sports Channel and pick up a piece of the game.
Get ready to see Philly fly. Check out the local boys in great Atlantic 10 action on Sports Channel. Check out Temple, LaSalle, St. Joe's, and the rest of the Atlantic 10 as they battle their way to the NCAA tournament. It's all the slams, jams, and frenzy of college hoops right here on Sports Channel, your home for college basketball.
Indiana by 3. Penn State only 1 of 11. Second half shooting. It's enabled Indiana to pull into that lead. Foul trouble, a big part of this game right now. Andre Patterson, Zinovic, both on the bench for Indiana because they have 4 fouls. So it leaves Indiana a little room for substitution. Penn State not much better. Metzger and Williams, 2 of their big fellas, with 4 and 3 fouls.
I think Penn State would take that trade off any time, having Metzger and Williams with their foul trouble on Andre Patterson for Indiana.
Masicki backed up for a 3-point shot, but missed it. Miller rebounds.
See what type of stamina here in the second half this Indiana team has. Had the flu all week. Got to throw it in there to Lindemann. They're going to call fouls on Williams if you just give him the basketball inside when he's posting down low.
Evans and Lindemann both on the same side. They do go to Evans, and he lays it in. Indiana now by 5. And this Indiana crowd very pleased with how this first 5 minutes of the second half has gone for Indiana.
In golf, they call this grinding it out, wouldn't they, Laz?
Yep.
Getting it up and down from the fringe, right?
They are grinding it out. Rebound by Charlie Miller. And still Miller, Evans, and Reed have not come out of the ball game.
Neither team playing exceptionally well. Indiana getting the best of it, though, right now with a 5-point lead.
Evans drives. Looking for help. Here's Evans inside. And soft jumper as he moved to his left shoulder. And now it's Indiana by 7. Evans, 20 points on the game.
In the first half, when this Indiana team struggled, Brian Evans really came to the aid. He made some big baskets when they really needed him. And here in the second half, he started the same thing again. Dan Earl will take that. You can't back off of him.
He did. Good block out. Mandeville an easy board. Indiana begins to take control of this game. Evans posts up, and Secunda draws the foul.
It's going to be number 3 on Glenn Secunda. Their leading scorer, Penn State.
Third team foul, so out of bounds. Good look at Secunda.
Both teams look a little tired. When you get tired, you start playing defense with your hands rather than your feet. And because of it, you get called for a lot of reaching, a lot of moving fouls.
Donovan Williams checks in for Secunda as he leaves with that 3rd foul.
Much quicker team now. This is a Penn State team that could move the ball up and down the floor a lot quicker.
Donovan Williams draws the matchup of Brian Evans. 2-point shot. Mandeville just on the line. Not afraid, the big guy, to take that shot outside.
Good to see him take the jump shot. Most important for Indiana is that he's willing to step up and take the shot. He's a good shooter. Right there, he forgets to play defense. He steps out.
Gaudio realized it, cut right to the hoop. And good recognition got him the layup. 9 now for Gaudio.
You cannot make mistakes against a very smart Penn State team like that. As soon as they read the defense, they see Richard Mandeville step out. Gaudio steps to the ball because of it, he gets an easy layup.
Mandeville looking inside. Good help that time by Williams. Evans misses on the leaner. And Lindemann knocked it off a Penn State foot. so Indiana retains possession.
Knocked it off of Dan Earl, who had fallen to the floor. It hit off his thigh, bounced Indiana's way.
So Indiana showing the hustle here these first 7 minutes.
Zone defense for Penn State.
Quick spin move and off Mandeville.
That's really a tough pass by Brian Evans. It's just not very much room, and he's already got the position. He's only 10 feet from the basket. I think that's where Coach Knight would like to see that little jump hook from Brian Evans.
6 turnovers for Indiana, so they have protected the ball well tonight in the ball game. Tipped out of bounds by Indiana.
Gaudio, big body inside. At 6'8", he's in there at 240. A big, strong man. Makes it very, very difficult. Once he gets you on his back, it's going to be tough to stop him.
Difficult position for the inbounds. Lisicki, three is just off. Boy, Indiana's rebounding has improved immensely from Sunday at Iowa. They're coming up with the boards when they need them.
Indiana doing a good job of guarding that three-pointer. Penn State, an excellent three-point shooting team, but Indiana putting enough pressure on them to make them miss a few here early in the second half.
They average 7 3-point made field goals per game. Evans a layup as he beats Donovan to the basket.
You see Donovan Williams once again trying to guard Brian Evans. And Gaudio down on the floor. I don't know if he got popped in the nose and somebody turned around, or the lip, or what.
Substitution.
See, well, he pulled up his lip. You could see that he got popped pretty good right there. I don't know exactly what happened. We don't get a chance to. Oh, right there, Todd Lindemann, was he got ready to turn and go back down the floor, hits him with his head. He turns around and pops him right in the lip.
Gaudio comes out for a minute. Looks like he'll return though. So Indiana building on that lead. It's now 9 points. Based on that run you saw on the graphic. Lindemann, or Mandeville, tried to prevent that baseline drive and picks up the foul. And we've got timeout, 11:58 left. Indiana has built their lead to 9 points.
History teaches primordial perspiration shouldn't mess with one's style. Consider this powerful discovery. Right Guard Pure Power Clear Gel. An astoundingly clear gel. Thus, it goes on clear without any flaky white stuff, protecting one powerfully. For when it comes to protection, shouldn't mess around. Right Guard Clear Gel. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Get set to hit the hardwood as the Big Ten Network brings you college hoops excitement all season long. Don't miss all the fast-breaking end-to-end action when the Big Ten takes on all comers, and conference matchups are in your face as the run for the league championship heats up. Join us for all the full-court intensity when college basketball's best take it to the hoop on the Big Ten Network. Catch the best of the Sixers right here on Sports Channel. The Sixers battle the New York Knicks Friday night at 7:30, exclusively on Sports Channel. The Sixers home away from home.
.35 at the half, so Penn State only 4 second-half points here in 8 minutes of action. The reason, of course, the poor field goal shooting, and here it is, only 2 of 16 for Penn State, and Indiana approaches that 50% mark, so they've built that lead.
I think a lot of that has to do with some of the adjustments Coach Knight made at halftime, obviously seeing what type of offense they're running. You can take a look at the three-point field goals. Penn State excellent in the first half, 0 for 4 in the second half. Indiana continues 0 for 9 from three-point range for Indiana.
They've made up the difference, though, by moving that ball inside, getting some closer shots. Lisicki misses. And let's see, Mandeville picks up that foul. That's his third. I call that a shooting foul.
He was definitely shooting the basketball. I mean, he was rebounding the basketball, so he's going to get a chance to score.
It was in rebounding position, but it looked to the official he was taking that ball back up for a tip-in.
Oh, they're not letting him shoot it. I'm very, very surprised because he was ready to lay the ball right back in the basket.
I think Jerry Dunn agrees as he pleads his case, but out of bounds to Penn State. Lisicki has it.
Indiana putting enough pressure on Lisicki, pushing him out just that extra foot makes a big difference whether you're shooting it from 20 or 22 feet. And because of it, Indiana getting just enough pressure, making it very tough for Pete Lisicki to get on target.
Switch by Lindemann as Earl tried to make the drive, and now a foul on Indiana.
The official's saying that Richard Vanderbilt tripped him.
That goes on Mandeville, his fourth. Let's watch.
I don't know what he expects. I mean, as far as I know, Richard Vanderbilt can put his foot down there. I don't know. Maybe there's something in the rule books we haven't checked out there that he's not supposed to put his foot down there. He's supposed to just say "ole" and let Dan Earl go on by, I guess. Not a very good job by these officials here tonight.
Earl hits that first free throw and snaps a big dry spell for Penn State. And now trail by 7.
Penn State back in the 2-3 zone. Look at Richard Mandeville. Even though he's 7 foot, you're going to see him out in positions to take shots. He's a guy that can step up and hit that three-pointer.
Donovan Williams picks that foul up. He drew the assignment on Evans. And 4 now on Donovan Williams. So both teams are really racking up those fouls. 17 fouls for Indiana, just 4 for Penn State second half. Indiana takes it out of bounds. Williams comes out.
Penn State already into the 1-1. Indiana needs a couple more before they'll reach the opportunity of shooting fouls.
Reed, a three-pointer, in and out. And Williams had it, tapped away by Mandeville. Illinois is going to win that ball game easily against Northwestern. And a real close one still. Michigan State now by 1. Kansas over Colorado. Williams trying to post up on Lindemann. And Earl sets, and good pass inside. He faked the shot and got it to Williams. 6 for Phil Williams. Penn State cuts the lead to 5.
Charlie Miller has been a non-factor for Indiana tonight. He is one of the quickest, most athletic guys on the floor, and yet he has not been able to find a way to score as Todd Lindemann gets position.
Transition, Penn State, 3-on-3. Earl nearly takes that three. Offensive foul as Williams takes that ball right inside. Again, Lindemann picks that one up.
It's his 3rd charge he's taken tonight. You can see Coach Dunn not very happy with Danny Earl right there. He's saying, Danny, if you're going to give it up, don't give it to Big Bill. If you're going to give it to Phil, give it to him where he can do something with it, not where he has to take 2 or 3 dribbles.
And Lindemann took that one and came back for more. 10 minutes now gone.
Charlie Miller has got to drive that ball to the basket. Good job by Todd Lindemann. Good position inside.
9 points now for Lindemann. Looks very aggressive on the offense. Similar when he played against Michigan a couple weeks ago. Double team. Steal by Reed. Here comes Evans, left side. Tough shot. And Penn State's got the advantage. 5-on-4. Evans comes back into play. Secunda not on track here offensively second half. Realizes he's got the bigger Mandeville on him. Tries to take him inside. And Evans will pick up the foul. Trying to go for that loose ball. And that's going to send Williams to the line. Evans only missed 16 minutes of Big Ten play. He's played all 40 minutes of 5 of the last 7 games Indiana's played here in the conference. And it doesn't look like he'll come out anytime in this game.
1-1 for Big Phil. Kind of flicks it.
Risky shot there,
doesn't it? Very, very risky, but very effective so far tonight. That's his 3rd attempt, and he's made all 3.
You got an arm like that, doesn't take much to push it out 15 feet, does it?
There was the rock we were looking for.
And Secunda comes up with a rebound. See that foul.
I think it's on Charlie Miller. He called it on number 3.
Foul is on Miller, his 2nd, and puts Secunda now on the line.
This could be a long game as each team starts braiding to the free throw line with 9 minutes left in the game.
Good look at Miller, 12 now for Secunda. Damian McKnight checks back in, comes in for Earl. Earl leads with 4 points. Hasn't gone on track here offensively. 11 points a game his average. Secunda good on both. Good form on that free throw. Lead is 4. Penn State comes back into this game.
Indiana gives up 2 easy points right there because they can't come up with the rebound off the free throw, something that's plagued them all year.
Mandeville a 3-pointer off. Charlie Miller rebounds and lays it in. Good position for Miller, 8 points.
Charlie Miller, an excellent rebounder, even though he's only 6'5". He's an excellent athlete, great jumping ability.
Secunda's shot fake, gets in the open jumper. He misses it. Booth has it.
We're going to call that on Lindeman. Back Booth out of there. Calvin Booth was going after the ball. Lindeman got lost a little bit. He was trying to find Booth, who already had the ball. We're going to call it back. Now he'll get a 1-and-1. Secunda with an excellent shot fake, then kind of throws it right in the crotch. You didn't know whether to bank it or shoot it, but you can see Lindeman definitely backing Calvin Booth out.
10th team foul, so Penn State has 2 free throws the rest of the way. 8:39 left. So a big advantage for the Nittany Lions. Gaudio checks in for Stevens. Booth at the line. Another different style here as he puts that ball way behind his head and flicks it from back there. 68% shooter on the year.
Good free throws, you'll notice, are more push shooters. As Gaudio almost steals it again. Indiana going to have to wake up when they get that ball in their hands. But good free throw shooters usually kind of push the ball towards the basket. They don't flick it up there. Indiana's got to get the ball to Lindeman quickly. He had position right under the basket where all he had to do was turn, shoot. Once again, right there. Indiana's got to wait for him.
Charlie Miller, count that one.
Charlie Miller, where have you been? Look at that basket every time down the floor. Amazing what good things can happen for Indiana. You can see good little shot fake, good quickness along the baseline, goes up, gets popped on the arm, able to knock the shot down. That's something he's got to do every time down the floor. He's got to be a threat every time he gets the ball in his hands.
10 now for Miller. 3rd foul on Booth. And that will put Penn State over the limit. So Indiana will shoot 1-and-1. The next time on the Penn State foul, misses on the 3-point shot. Indiana by 8. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left as Indiana has control of this second half.
So far, we're still not hitting many greens in regulation, but we're making hard.
Good steal there. Mandeville takes it away. 11 Penn State turnovers. Reed sets the offense. 2-3. Into Lindeman. Oh, good block, Booth, and that's why you see he is 3rd in the nation in block shots. Goes straight up with those long arms.
Very long arms.
Tipped it away. His first block tonight.
That's a guy you definitely want to get a shoulder into, and you can see it really kind of turned the momentum. Secunda comes down, good shot fake, gets inside, able to drain the jumper.
And stay within 6.
Booth is the guy that you want to get your body into so he can't extend those long arms and jump up and block the shot.
Lindeman. Reed on the drive, throws it away. And Penn State ball. A fan thought it went off. Penn State player.
7:11 left. It's Indiana by 6 as Bob Knight puts the rest of the plan together.
There's a lot of sports on TV, but nobody's really giving sports fans the business, the money games that often dictate what you see on the field and in the stadium. Until now, that is. I'm Victor Livingston. I'm a business journalist, but I'm also a sports fan. And now I bring you Sport Biz Today on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Each week we'll look at the business side, the money games that you should know about if you're any kind of a sports fan. Sport Biz Today, right here on Sports Channel Philadelphia. Be with me.
He was the league's top scorer. He was last year's Big East Player of the Year. And he's just getting started. Watch Kerry Kittles and the Villanova Wildcats battle the best in the NCAA on Sports Channel. With a balance of power and finesse, the Wildcats are ready to claw their way into any battle. It's great coverage of a local team with national ambition. And it's only on Sports Channel, the home of Villanova basketball.
Does anyone here think there'll be a cure for AIDS?
Definitely.
How do you know?
I don't know, but you have to believe. Some people don't believe AIDS is a problem that affects everyone.
And that's the biggest danger. People should realize AIDS is a threat to everyone.
I think it's just a matter of time before this is brought under control.
Some of us don't have the time.
Back in Bloomington, where Indiana leads Penn State 54-40. And let's take a look at Glenn Secunda. He likes to drive left. Right there. Good job. Now, watch kind of how he leans away from Richard Mandeville. Good quick release and a big basket for Penn State.
Indiana's got their big lineup in there. Evans, Mandeville, and Lindemann on the inside. Penn State goes with their starters except for Donovan Williams and McKnight at the guard position. So Earl and Lasicki getting some rest, due to come in here for some offense before this game ends.
The two guards they have in there right now, as you take a look at second half field goals, Penn's really struggling at only 4 of 20. But these two guards are more penetrate and dish rather than shooting guards that the other two are.
There's a drive,
right
got
there.
Booth a jumper, and he nails it from about 10 feet.
Exactly what we're talking about. They like to penetrate, the big guys will stand out, get ready.
Indiana by 4.
See Penn State in the zone. Good job by Evans. That's a goaltend.
And count that too, as Evans split the crease on that defense.
Talk about playing against the zone. Let's take a look at it. Brian Evans comes up from the back. Nice job leaning in. They're going to call goaltending right there. That ball's on its way down.
Indiana now a 6-point lead, 6:30 left. High offense now by Penn State. They're looking for that back cut. Or the drive to the hoop. It got audio. 3-point shot. Lindemann, the big board.
Up strong.
He pulls that one down.
Now they're in man-to-man. Penn State switch back to man-to-man. They're going to call Booth. Booth really having a difficult time with any of the big bodies that Indiana puts in there right now. As I mentioned before, he's being outweighed almost by 70 pounds by Todd Lindemann.
Here comes Earl and Lasicki. They're back in. Booth picks up his 4th foul. Here's the action.
You can see he just goes right over the top of it. They're going to call that one every time. He gets a hold on.
Metzger checks back in now for Booth. They both have 4.
They just keep bringing those big old bodies in there.
Very well balanced Penn State team. A lot of experience. And here's Lindemann up at the line. Free throws will be a big part of this last 6 minutes. 1-1 is off. Penn State a chance to cut into the lead.
See, they brought their 2 explosive guards back in the game, Danny Earl and Pete Lasicki. Look for Lasicki to look for that 3 as soon as he gets an opportunity. You can see Indiana really chasing him around screens.
Secunda on the drive. Tough shot. And again, Indiana with a good position.
Penn State getting a lot of good shots, just not shooting a very good percentage here in the second half.
Evans going to his left. Layup. Yes, he got the roll.
There wasn't much space along that baseline. What little there was, he found, able to get it up, and he got the roll.
This crowd is up and cheering the Hoosiers on. They know how good a team this Penn State group brought in here, tied for the conference lead. Metzger, good drive to the hoop, offensive foul, and Lindemann again with possession.
That's his 4th charging foul he's taken tonight. I really like to see that because in the past we've seen Todd Lindemann try to go up and block shots. I think it's just as important to stay down there, take that charge. That's the 4th turnover he has created by taking charges tonight.
Metzger picks up his 5th foul, so he comes out of the game. Jerry Dunn comes back with Phil Williams. That's the beef for beef substitution. 3 points, but Metzger did a nice job in there of providing the strength for Penn State inside.
Stand back in the zone. Once again, this is where Charlie Miller needs to take 1 or 2 real quick dribbles, try to get into that free throw line, open things up. Great pass by Evans inside.
Miller missed the layup, and jump ball is called.
Going towards Indiana. Indiana will get the possession. As Penn State started the second half with the basketball.
Jerry Dunn and the Penn State coaching staff concerned about how this game is going. Just under 5 minutes now. Lindemann on the post.
Good play.
Shot is off and comes out to Earl.
Nice to see him pitching leaning towards the basket rather than falling away, though. Those are shots right there that he could make.
Lasicki misses, and Mandeville is there.
Awfully big IU team in there right now. Not many rebounds available when Lindemann and
Bill Williams picks that up, just as you mentioned, Ted. The drive by Charlie Miller that time.
If you just look, he creates a lot of problems for other teams because he's very quick. He can get to the basket. I think he has hurt his hip a little bit as he fell to the floor, but looks like he's going to shake it off and be all right. A lot of times when you watch him, he catches the ball, he doesn't even look at the basket. He doesn't think about driving, shooting, anything. I'm sure it's something that Coach Knight has talked to him, but he gets so enthralled as far as what else is going on around him that he forgets to look to score, and that's most important for Charlie Miller in Indiana.
Now Miller a chance to go to the line. 78% on the year. 2 of 5 tonight.
The next foul, Indiana will be shooting 2 shots the rest of the game also. As a second free throw in a row that Indiana's missed. Lindemann missed on a 1-and-1.
Very done pondering his next move. His team has played not shot nearly as well as he's 1-2 in the second half. And he's found himself down 9. It's good shots they've gotten. They just haven't gone in. Time running now against the Nittany Lions. Ball thrown away. As Secunda did not know if that ball was coming to him or not.
A lot of that had to do with Brian Evans. Brian Evans knew what they were trying to do. He stepped out in the passing lane. Because of that, Secunda really didn't go after the basketball. Brian Evans, good defense, created the turnover.
13 turnovers. Penn State starts to go to full court pressure.
So they're back into man-to-man now. They realize with only 4 minutes left in the basketball game, they need to create turnovers. This is where Indiana needs to handle the basketball. Got an excellent group of ball handlers in there. This is when Neil Reed and Brian Evans need to make sure that the ball is in their hands. Good pass. That's a good call by the officials. Todd did not have it up, but it's good to see him at least thinking about getting the basketball up on the glass. They definitely fouled him before he got it up there, but good job of moving into the opening. Neil Reed finding him inside.
Boy, Reed left his feet that time, but
take a look. Neil Reed finds him right there. You can see he fouls him right there before he even jumps up, but it's good to see him at least thinking about getting that ball up on the glass and having a chance at the three-point play.
And he's good on that free throw.
Todd Lindemann has really been the difference in tonight's game. He came in, he had 6 rebounds and 5 points in only 10 minutes in the first half. Here in the second half, he's been a force that Penn State has not been able to deal with.
And it's both of them. Indiana's biggest lead is 11. 3:52 left, and Indiana feels they can hold on.
are starting the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. We need your help. It may not save my life. It may save my children's life. It may save someone you love. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
To help keep Jimmy V's dream alive, please call 1-800-JIMMY-V.
4 of the greatest Phillies of all time have been immortalized in the Baseball Hall of Fame. In honor of this achievement, Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt have been brought together for the first time in an autographed limited edition print. Created by Hall of Fame artist Dick Perez, this collectible print is now available for purchase with a major credit card by calling 1-800-335-5400. Each print is individually signed by Richie Ashburn, Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, and Mike Schmidt. The edition is extremely limited and is numbered and certified by the artist for authenticity. To order your print for $250 plus $6.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-335-5400. PA residents add 6% sales tax. It's historic, one-of-a-kind art that every Phillies fan will treasure, and it makes the perfect holiday gift. Call 1-800-335-5400 and order now. Don't miss your chance to own this piece of Phillies history.
Indiana by 11. Let's take a look at our finish line second half replay of the game brought to you by Finish Line.
And he's been a replay all year for Indiana. It's been Brian Evans. There's not much room right there. Look at him. Tiptoe along the baseline. He flips it up there, gets the roll. Big basket by Brian Evans to put Indiana up by 8 at that point.
Now it's 11, just under 4 minutes left. So Penn State needs a lot of change of possessions here. 26 points. So Evans will remain the Big Ten's leading scorer. Percentage by half from field. Penn State 21%. Earl misses and Secunda misses. Williams has it.
Blow that whistle. We've got the tackle. He's down at the 5.
And jump ball is called. Penn State has the arrow. Both teams have been scrappy today, and it has not been a pretty ball game.
It's really a class group of individuals right here, this Penn State crew. They are great kids. They play hard, and it's great to see them having such a great season this year.
Gaudio fights for that rebound and draws the foul from Lindemann. McKnight and Donovan Williams check back in.
You're going to see this a lot the rest of the game. Coach Dunn, whenever he gets a chance, he's going to get the defensive specialist, Donovan Williams and McKnight back in the basketball game, and then when you get on the offensive end, he's going to get Earl and Lasicki back in the game for scoring reasons.
Only a second foul on Lindemann. So although Patterson and Mujezinovich have seen limited action, Mandeville and Lindemann have come through. They've stayed out of foul trouble and helped offensively.
Big miss by Gaudio right there. They're still down 11 with 3:26 left in the game.
He's good on the second, and they'll go to full court pressure. That's why McKnight and Williams in the game. 10 now for Gaudio. Charlie Miller gets behind everybody. Misses on the layup, but a foul. This one on Stevens.
Coach Knight wants goaltending, but I think that's Charlie's hand that hit the ball. I think he laid it up, and that maybe he was the one that hit the basketball. Let's get a look at it right here as Charlie Miller breaks free. Neil Reed with a good pass. He goes up. Yeah, I thought so. Charlie Miller hit the ball, or I think it goes in. I mean, he almost blocked his own shot right there.
Miller goes to the line.
Good call by the officials.
He stayed quiet for a long time, as Ted mentioned, but in the last 5 minutes, he's really come on strong offensively. Hits that free throw around.
He has got to start looking at the basket for 35, 40 minutes of a game. The number of times he's in there, he's a guy that needs to be looking at getting 15 shots a game.
Strong on the second. Penn State now needs to go to that three-point shot.
Good job by Evans getting out on Lasicki. Good fake by Secunda.
He got Miller out of position and nailed that three. Miller breaks the press and got slapped by Gaudio before he could get around him.
Penn State, not a team that is going to be really, really good pressing, trying to come back. They can create some turnovers, but I think that there will be a lot of openings available if Indiana just handles the pressure, especially against the press. You can see Charlie Miller, he kind of banged the ball down on the floor because of the mistake on the other end when he flew by Secunda on the shot fake. He knew better. He knew Secunda's a guy that likes to shot fake. Got to stay on your feet.
He gets the rolls. That one bounces high off the rim. Terry Dunn shakes his head. Everything seems to be going right for Indiana.
That's low.
He almost banked that one in. Easy rebound. 2:57 left. Secunda off balance for three. Easy rebound from Gaudio, and he missed that one. Mandeville right there with a jump ball. Indiana retains possession.
Richard Mandeville, when he grabs the basketball, when you put it up in there against your chest, there's no place that you can move it unless you move your entire body. If you keep it out away from your body, you can move it up, you can move it down, around, and people can't get a hold of it. Boy, you put it against your chest. Let's take a look at him. He missed the first rebound. Very fortunate that Gaudio misses. Now watch him. He pulls it down right against his chest. Hey, that just invites the guys to come right in there and grab a hold of it.
Inbounds to Evans and then to Reed. He'll bring it up. And now a trapping defense by Penn State.
It's not a real quick Penn State team, so they're going to have problems trapping and pressing against Indiana.
Oh, Evans hung up there till he could get the shot away and lays it in.
He's very handy with that move. We saw a similar move at Iowa, although he had about 4 guys draped on him when he made that shot. But an excellent move along the baseline by Brian Evans.
28 points now for Evans as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Good job by Charlie Miller. Jump out.
Secunda, tough shot. Lindemann boards.
See, now that time Todd Lindemann kept it away. Then people start, rather than grabbing the basketball, they're grabbing your arms. And because of it, he'll get to shoot 2 free throws.
11 rebounds now for Lindemann. And he has really come to play.
It ought to be a double-double for him tonight. Let's take a look at Evans. He loves that baseline. The wonderful thing is how once he gets under the basket, he uses his body and spins, so there's no way that guy can block his shot. If Gaudio tries to block the shot, he's going to slap Evans on the head, and he'll go to the free throw line. Excellent job of protecting the basketball.
In and out for Lindemann.
Looks like Indiana's hoping those free throws go in rather than shooting him and knowing that they're going to go in.
Gaudio comes out.
I know people at home probably wonder, what the heck are you talking about? But if you look at a good shooter, he walks up there, he's very confident. He doesn't shoot and hope that they go in. He shoots them right in the basket knowing that they're going to go in, and there is a big difference.
Lindemann going in the second. 12-point lead. 2 minutes left.
Good job by Neil Reed.
Reed blocked that shot. Mandeville a better job there.
Much better there. He kept the ball away. He didn't stick it in on his chest. There's going to be openings. Good job by Neil Reed.
Wait for the foul. Reed handles it.
The clock.
And there it is. Lisicki on the slap.
The clock more important than points at this point in time. Trying to run that clock out. They don't necessarily need a bunch more points.
Indiana has really worked hard for this victory. Penn State felt they could win for the first time at Assembly Hall. They're 0-4.
Well, I'm sure they thought it was awful difficult playing here in Assembly Hall, but they just will get used to it, because when they travel to Mackey Arena, it'll be very, very difficult as they go in there 1 game behind the Boilermakers, or a half game, I guess, down on the Boilermakers for the Big Ten lead.
Reed nails that free throw. I think here's the difference you're talking about. Watch Reed, 80% free throw shooter.
Very confident. You can see when he shoots it, he doesn't kind of leave his hand out there and kind of like, like hope that it goes in. He's very confident that it's going to go in the basket, and there is a huge difference. It's like me putting 4-footers. I hope they go in. Ben Crenshaw, when he puts them, he knows they're going in.
They're gimmies, huh? Lisicki outside is missed again.
So the three-point shot has failed Penn State. And it's been their downfall. Charlie Miller, way down at the other end, nearly throws it away. And Evans holds on to it. Another good free throw shooter for Indiana. Comes right back to get it from Mandeville.
Excellent job of passing and going and getting it. That's the two people you want handling the basketball are Brian Evans and Neil Reed at this point in time. Why? Because they're your best free throw shooters. Penn State looking to foul. They're down 14 with 1:12 to go. The only chance they have is for Indiana to go to the free throw line and miss a few.
And Earl and Secunda come out. Stevens and McKnight check in. And Indiana, see the look of the Penn State players. They're not sure what happened today. But Indiana just rounded out here.
I think what I said earlier as far as grinding one out, I think is really what Indiana did tonight. As we mentioned, a number of the guys were in the hospital with the flu. They have to be a very, very tired group of individuals out there, but that they really hung together and continued to work at getting this victory.
Stevens misses outside. They'll have some time to rest. They travel to Ann Arbor, take on the Michigan Wolverines Sunday. So a big week for both teams as Indiana needs that game to continue to move up the ladder. And of course the Hoosiers will be cheering for Penn State as they travel to Mackey Arena on Saturday.
That won't be hard, will it?
38
those
seconds.
Hoosier fans out there, that won't be hard for them to cheer for Penn State this time.
This crowd feels the victory. Here's Evans one more time. Yes, another one rolls in. 32 points for Brian Evans. And Indiana will move to 8-4 in Big Ten play. Again, Lasicki misses. Easy rebound for Evans. And Indiana won't have to take another shot. 10 seconds left. And a fine effort. Evans, Miller, and Neil Reed play the entire game. 40 minutes for Indiana, and that's it. Indiana wins it. The two coaches shake hands at midcourt, and Todd Lindeman, a fine performance as the players congratulate. Jerry Dunn takes his Penn State team to Lafayette on Saturday, and Indiana wins it 72-54. We'll be back.